been a kind of difficult weekend for you. Yesterday, slipped out in qualifying because of misinformation from the team, and then to top it all off, 1 place away from picking up some points, which I know would have cheered you up greatly. How do you leave this weekend? How do you assess the weekend for you?
Quite frustrated. I think we come here with good ambitions, and quite rightly so, to score some good points. The package here is normally very strong, but you know, unfortunately, when you qualify that far back, you're in the mix. And into turn 1 today, you know, Timo Glock was fairly ambitious, hit the side of my car, damaged the rear suspension, side pod and front wing, and from there on it was just a long race with a lot of understeer. You know, the team said it was a bit of a decision whether we should change the front nose or just carry on, but there's not much you can really do.
Can you describe to us just how different the car feels when you're going off the grid with full tanks versus where you do most of your testing, and the cold braking effect? You know, they don't operate up at 1,000 degrees normally. They were probably only about 500 degrees when you hit the brake into turn 1. So how much of a margin do you have to leave?
Well, you have to leave a reasonable margin, but I think the big thing here is nobody's driven with high fuel this weekend either. You know, we've had no dry running, so Friday you would normally get a bit of an idea, but I suppose it depends on the KERS charge as well, how much that pulls you back. But I suppose a lot of it's tyre temperature and brake temperature, as you said, and you know, we were fairly stopped.
Okay, sorry, can I just ask what you mean by KERS charge pulling you back? I've not heard that expression before. What does that mean?
Well, the KERS is charging, so you know, it depends if teams choose to have the KERS charging under the braking at the first corner.
Do you?
You know, we normally, you know, run with a charging at that point. You know, it's just another thing to put in the equation. And equally, torque maps are set by the FIA lockout at the start of the race, so you have to kind of predetermine what you want for your braking as of when you leave the start-finish line for 1 minute.